Hello, and welcome back to Blast Off Escape to the Unknown. Alrighty, everyone, let's get started here. So, last time we left off, I was collecting a bit more lava, which I did collect about 14,000 or so. I did use some of it to make some more water, as well as take this monster jerky and fry it up into grilled monster jerky. So we're still 38 more times, so we still got uh, a few more freebies until we start getting those diminishing returns. So we're going to take that grilled monster jerky and make it into a salty chunk. Now, that will actually help us out, the fact that it's salty. I don't want to put that, I'm going to put the bone meal in here. But So that's going to help us out here in a bit because we're going to be going to the Nether today. Now, you may notice my titanium pickaxe is gone. That's because, quit that. I went ahead and I um, got rid of it. So the reason I got rid of it is because we're actually going to be making alumite. And you see it takes aluminum, iron, and obsidian. And you may be wondering, well, what? We couldn't mine obsidian. How the hell are you going to get obsidian? Well, it's actually pretty simple. So I completely had forgotten about this mechanic, but basically what you're going to do is, and like an idiot, I actually took away our pickaxe before I could make a proper area for this. So we're just going to put it here for now. What you do is you actually just put water above a stone barrel like that. You take some lava and uh-oh, you put it in the stone barrel, and look at that. We got ourselves some obsidian. So we take that, and it takes 2 iron ingots, which luckily we have left over from our bucket making extravaganza. And you pop these both into the smeltery, and we did have that aluminum left over, so luckily that'll come in handy. And when those finally get made, we're going to have ourselves some alumite. Now, alumite's going to come in handy for a little bit. Let's go ahead and replace these while we're waiting. Alumite will be able to mine obsidian right off the bat, and once you use it for a little bit, I don't remember the exact amount, I think it's like 300 blocks or so, it's actually going to increase. We're going to need 16 here. It's going to increase to Ardite level, and I believe that's really the only way to mine Ardite, unless you go out to some dungeons and find some dark steel, but unfortunately I just don't think we're ready to do that yet. So those will get done cooking up. But once we do that, it'll be very easy for us to, and look at that, we got that alumite. It'll be easy for us to mine the Ardite. After we mine the Ardite, we're going to have to level that one up to Cobalt level. Once we get Cobalt level, we're going to have that Manny Yulin. I'm not really quite sure the correct pronunciation of that, but I'll just call it the Manny ore, and we'll be able to mine anything once we get that. So that's definitely our end goal, and once we get that, we'll start be able to make arrows, and we'll actually get into using the longbow. Yeah, the longbow, which has insane damage potential, and we'll get into all that later. But for now, why don't we go ahead and make Pinky. So there we go. We got ourselves a Pinky. So some of the, let's go ahead and get ready for the Nether first of all here. We're gonna need some hardened clay. Let's just take all of it. We'll just throw out what we don't use there. And I do want to go ahead and Where'd they go? There they go. So we're going to go ahead and replace the slime with another one, and this one can start growing while we're gone. I don't know if this chunk will stay loaded while we're in the nether, but even if it doesn't, oh well. So we'll put that back in there. Looks like we're ready. So actually, let me go ahead and put up these glass bottles. One of the mechanics we're going to use is actually purposely dehydrating ourselves. So if you take one of these empty bottles and you just go into normal water that's out in the world, you get a salt water bottle. What this is going to allow us to do is once our temperature gets above 37 degrees, we're going to pop on our camel pack here, our armor camel pack combo, and we're going to be able to lower our temperature just by drinking water through the camel pack. However, once we reach 100% water, we're going to need to purposely dehydrate ourselves so that way we can spend a longer amount of time in the nether. Now I am bringing our mighty smelting with us just for company, not because I forgot to drop it off. So I did go ahead and make a little staircase here. I actually went ahead and stopped into the nether beforehand just so that it could generate the chunks and start loading those for us, so we didn't have to wait too much longer right here. So this is gonna bring us in here. Oh god, gas, my arch enemies. So what we're gonna do, please don't, no, oh my god, no, oh god, I don't think it looks like we got a free bone here. I was planning on going across, that's why I brought the hardened clay, but now, since there's a ghast who decided to show up, oh my god, out of nowhere, oh, he's chasing me. Let's see if I can, no, he won't be able to. So we're just going to come over here, and we're just going to start mining through here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to start mining, and you know what, we could actually go ahead and get some of this. Actually, that takes a little bit too long, but what I'm gonna simply do is just start mining through here, and this is gonna take a while. So what I'll end up doing is I will cut the camera. Once I need to start using that water mechanic, I'll show you how that's done, and then look at that, we actually need 603, so I'm actually going to have to mine out 603 netherrack in order to bump this up to Ardite level. So what I'll go ahead and do is cut the camera here, and when I come back we'll oh, and that is some of the dangers of mining here, but I'll come back and we'll go ahead and I'll show you how that dehydration to rehydrate to lower your heat works. Actually, it looks like this is going pretty fast here, so I may, and this is what I was talking about, that's a blaze spawner. This is why it's pretty easy to actually get mushrooms, because they're all over the nether. So why don't I start going across here? It actually looks like our heat's gonna be rising decently fast here. So instead of cutting, I'll go ahead and just show you how the water will lower us to 37. I'm pretty sure we can't get below 37 with the heat. So I'll actually be using the, and I'm gonna actually go ahead and take these off. This will make it a little bit easier for me to drop the netherrack once I get into this. I should be able to get through the full 603 without having to repair this. So we'll see what happens with that. But we're coming up here on 37, and then I'll go ahead and show you what happens with that. So I would do that. Once again, these will be affected by fortune. They're pretty rampant in the nether, obviously. That's one of the main resources, no matter what you're playing, being modded Minecraft or normal Minecraft. But so if I run into them, I'm not gonna mine around them. Uh-oh. So, oh, and you know what I forgot to do? I actually forgot to go ahead and leave a marker on our, oh, and those skeletons will be a problem. I forgot to leave a marker by the nether portal, so I'm gonna start basically mining back that way so that we can leave a marker on the nether portal. So as you can see now, our temperature gauge went above 37 degrees, and I also believe once you get above 37 degrees, yeah, look at that. Our hydration consumption went from 0.05 to a full percent. So it's definitely in our best interest to keep ourselves nice and hydrated for that. So all you do is you just pop on the camelback, and as you can see, our temperature starts lowering, and it won't go below 37 degrees. Unfortunately, we still are draining 1%. But our temperature will maintain at 37 as long as we keep drinking. Uh, Once we get to 100% hydration, I believe our temperature will start outscaling our water consumption, and that's why we're going to need that salt water to dehydrate us so we can continue to do that. I also believe these salted chunks of flesh will also give us a type of dehydration, um, I guess you could call it mechanic. So we'll definitely take a look at that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video for right here, and then we'll pick up in a little bit once I need to show you all that. Alright, welcome back. So, that actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. We are already at the Ardite level. I did pick up a reinforced modifier as well, so I don't know if that actually added to the durability right off the bat, but we have 100 durability left. So now we need to go find Ardite. We need 2 Ardite, I believe, to make an Ardite pick. So I'm gonna go ahead and you know, we're gonna use this one. Alright, so it looks like our water consumption was able to keep our, let me just double check. Yeah, so still no cobalt, but that was to be expected. It does look like our water consumption was able to keep up with our heat. So with that, we won't actually be needing to purposely dehydrate ourselves. So I guess that turned out to be quite alright. And there's another type of mushroom. Like I was saying, these are not too difficult to get in the nether here. And we can take those back and start a mushroom farm of our own. So actually, before I get too far into all of this, go ahead and put these back on. Let's see if we can sneak back over to the portal. Those gas are still creeping around here. I think it's this way. And we're gonna see if we can, oh my goodness. Oh, I almost hit it back at him. We're gonna see if we can, we got ourselves a magma. We're gonna see if we can get ourselves, what do we got over there? Okay, that's just another magma. So we're just gonna try to, we'll get those on the way back. Actually, we might not even be going back that way. I think we're gonna go over there if I can. So we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna say way out. That'll show up as a W. So I actually do need a few nether brick. So let's start making our precarious journey across here. Now I only need a few of these out, honestly, and then I could just use my my hang glider, but since I haven't heard a ghast scream at me yet, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way all the way across. So I'll probably end up taking a few pieces of netherrack back with me, but overall we are just here to get Ardite to kind of um, get our Tinker's Construct up to par. Oh gosh, there we go. Oh man. Okay. So I'm just going to nerd pull my way up here. It looks like there's another ghast in front of me somewhere. And here are the pigmen, like I was saying earlier, they don't really, and there we go, there's our first piece of Ardite right there. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'm just going to pick up 2. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. And we'll grab that mushroom for good measure. So some of these can have hostile effects on them. Oh gosh. So, oh, look at that. Freaking MLG status. We're going to go ahead and head back here. And woo, so that was pretty successful. So now I'm just going to head back to the base. And we're going to go ahead and actually it won't matter. So there is another nether portal to the north, but that one will actually take us exactly to the same exact spot. So we shouldn't need to worry about which portal we use. It's going to take us to the same spot. And it'll always take me back to that one because that was the first one I went into. I believe that's how that works. So we'll go ahead and bring up our Ardite pick. I'm going to do the exact same thing back in the nether. I'm just going to mine a bunch of netherrack, and then we'll be able to mine our cobalt. We'll get our Manuelin and go ahead and just pull this Ardite out, and we'll pull that aluminum out. We got 2 more ingots after that. And we'll put this back in our little mining resource thingy over here. Alright, and we're actually kind of short on room in our miscellaneous, so actually these can go in the food chest. So we'll put those in here, and we'll put that in there. Alright, and then we'll put that in there. Great. And one more thing, and then we'll put, no, we can't put that in there. So unfortunately it looks like we are going to need to drum up a few more chests and whatnot. So let's see if our Ardite pick, yes, so we got 4 ingots total. So actually we only needed 1. One would have given us 2 ingots, and if you remember, the binding and the tool rod only take half an ingot, and the pickaxe head takes a full ingot. So let's go ahead and we'll put that back in here, and we'll put these back in there, and we'll go make our new pick. So this will kind of let us start making, yeah, so the mining level is still Ardite. So I'm going to go do the same thing. Once again, close your eyes if you don't like things like that. And we can actually go ahead and just get rid of these saltwater bottles, since my plan was not successful with that. Looks like our slime tree still hasn't grown. So I'm going to head back to the nether once I get this Ardite pick up to par. We'll go ahead, pick back up, make some cobalt. I'm going to go ahead and, well, you'll see. I'll pull the recording back on, but I'm going to go ahead and also get some more Ardite while we're at it. So, with that being said, I will see you in just a few minutes once I get this Ardite pick up to cobalt level. Hello and welcome back. So I just got my Ardite pick upgraded. As you can see, our mining level is now Cobalt. It also got a Lapis modifier, which is, let's make sure, yep, okay, so we want to make sure our shoes are on because that would have just dropped straight down. So that's where the magnetization is really useful. But I also got the Lapis modifier, which is the same thing as Luck. So once it's fully upgraded, it's the same thing as the vanilla Luck mechanic. So let's go ahead and pick up these pieces of Cobalt that we already knew were here, and then we're gonna head out and search for some Ardite and some Cobalt as well. So as you can also see, I got a jump 2 bonus, which lets me jump 2 blocks. So I guess good news comes in. Good news comes in. I don't remember what the saying is actually, but that's okay. So we went ahead and got our jump boost 2 there, which is nice. We got our normal speed and eventually speed will, there, yeah. I knew we saw one of these earlier as well. Oh, nice, 2. Um, and there's some Ardite. I'm not gonna get the netherrack yet. I don't think we need it quite yet. So did we come down this way? I think we did. Yeah, I remember that lava there. I think we already checked all that. So let's see if we can go out and find some more Ardite. So really, that's what we need now. We're already up to 6 cobalt. That is fantastic. So we actually need some more Ardite. And this is generally what actually happens. Generally, if the cobalt's not next to each other, usually there's not going to be any more than one piece. They're generally, oh man. All right, so we're good on the cobalt. We just need, well, we're really good on the cobalt. We just need some Ardite now. That looks like a blaze spawner. So I think we're going to go to the same place where we find that Ardite last time. If we can get 8 more pieces, of course we're not going to ignore the cobalt if we see it, but I wonder if there'll be any in here. Sometimes there's also chests in here, and there's certain things in the chests which will be able to melt down if we can find it, that gold horse armor. Now you want to make sure that your netherrack is always useful, that your hydration, your camel pack stays full, because if you start lapsing on that that water usage, you can actually kind of get out of sync. Oh, look at that. So we got some iron. Pretty sure we can melt down that iron horse armor as well. Ooh, not too bad. That turned out to be pretty good. And we have plenty of wood back at base, so we don't need to worry about harvesting those chests. And generally, I wouldn't be specifically looking for chests, especially after we get to a certain point, because the benefits of these chests are pretty minimal. And especially if you get diamond horse armor, you can't actually do anything with diamond horse armor that I know of. So I could be really risky, and well, it's better to be bold and something. Alright, so I am on point with my sayings today. Hopefully we don't hear any more gas blasts coming our way, and we can have a nice little, okay, he's over there, so I'm gonna go this way and try and, there's some more cobalt over there. I do need some netherrack. I'm gonna be nerd pulling up here. Actually, I may not even have to. I may just be able to jump most of this. Okay. And I wouldn't mind some, oh god. Okay, we're not going that way. I actually wouldn't mind some glowstone either, although I'm not really going to make a point of getting it this trip. Uh, there are some other ways we can go about getting glowstone without having to come back here. Okay, so we're still looking for Ardite, and the stuff is pretty plentiful down here. Oh, there's some right there. As the only thing you can get down here, like I was saying, or oh no, oh no, oh no, oh my god, he's got 300 health. All right, we're running away from him. I am not, I am not even worried about it. Oh god, go you. All right, so we made a quick escape. I am in no shape to be fighting anything down here. That guy's fire, so he's gonna be hitting me. Those little seeds I just picked up are from Pneumaticraft. Those will be super useful later on as we begin to get down that quest line. I did just see some Ardite there. So let's mine that up. Now, unfortunately, the slightly encumbered is going to adversely affect our speed. Speed is of the essence down here, so hopefully, and I am being very wanton, I think is the phrase, about my use of hunger down here. I'd rather sprint and get out of here as soon as possible than risk um, dying down here. This can, oh no, what a terrible time for this to happen. Once again, just look deeply into my eyes and the nausea won't be as bad. But also try and keep an eye on the top left corner there, because if we see some yellow things start coming towards us, we're gonna have to just make a run for it and hope we don't puke all over the keyboard here. Okay, so it should be over. No, don't do it again. Alright, good. So our Ardite pick looks like it's actually almost out of juice there. I think that's where we just got a piece actually. So where is our, oh, our, I was confused there. I thought our W for way out was actually west until I looked a little bit closer at the mini map there. So I think we're just going to go ahead and head out of here. 5 pieces of Ardite will give us 10 pieces of, oh my god, I hate these things so much. Once I get a bow, they are going to regret ever causing me trouble, because the bow will one-shot them very easily. I'm kind of getting greedy right now. I hope I don't pay the price for it, but I did just see some more cobalt. And I am seeing a lot more cobalt than Ardite. It's usually somewhat balanced as far as, I can't get to it. As far as what I find, but apparently not this time. So let us make our way up here. We're kind of going a roundabout way back to the portal. Oh, there's some Ardite up there. It looks like I am going to need some more netherrack to reach it, though. Oh, there's 2. That's perfect. So that'll give us 7, which I think will give us 14 total for the Manuelin. And there we go. Okay. Oh my god, I see more cobalt down there. You know what? I see those flaming juggernauts or whatever they're called, so I'm not even going to mess with them. I will save that cobalt for a rainy day. Oh god, they're right there too. Oh man, there's Ardite right there as well. Hopefully those dudes didn't see me. Hope there's 2. No, there's only 1. Great. So, yeah, cobalt is going to be really useful for making our bow. I think that's where we got our, yeah, that's where we got our Ardite. So why don't we come check over here real quick and we'll see if we can find any more Ardite. Um, everything has its own stats. I did see that cobalt over there, but I think we're gonna get out while we have all of our lens intact here. So cobalt has a really fast mining speed, which translates into a faster draw, basically pulling the bow back. So that's going to be our main resource that we're going to use when we make the bow limbs. Um, the oh man, what is that? That's a spider. We actually do need some string, so why don't we risk that? Now that we're back, oh god, oh god. Now that we're back out of the nether, I don't mind dying as much. One of the things I really don't like about this mod pack is the fact that, and that's just free string for us, so we're definitely going to take that, is the fact that you can't, there's no death point, so when you die, you kind of have to know where you are, or you're going to be spending a bit of time trying to find your corpse. There may be some way to manually install that. I don't know if that was a conscious decision the mod author made, or if just the type of map that's being used in that top left corner just doesn't support um, the use of death points. So, oh, and we still had 2 left in there, so that is awesome. So there we go. We got all of that in there. That's going to cook up. We're going to see our, and we're going to need to refill that lava soon. But we're going to have our new pickaxe once again. So go ahead and close your eyes because, oh, there it goes. It's gone forever. And we're also going to go ahead and add in our horse armor. And I think those only give us, it's like maybe 3 or 4 pieces per, but overall that wasn't such a bad trip to the nether. We got some Pneumaticraft seeds, which we'll definitely be using in the future. We got diamond, iron, gold. We got a couple more mushrooms here. We got some nether wart, which really wouldn't go in the food chest, but that's okay. And we got some more nether quartz. Great. So that looks awesome. Let's go ahead and we will make our tool bindings one more time. Hopefully we don't have to do this anymore. And we got 18 out of that. So it looks like, okay, so it looks like it was 8 per horse thing. Oh, we got 16 cobalt. That'll be plenty to make the bow. So we'll go ahead and we will make our go ahead and make this. Now here's the thing with this. I'm actually going to be making 2 sets of pickaxes. One of them will be utilizing fortune on it to mine diamond, emerald, coal, things of that nature, and the other one will be utilizing silk touch so that we can get the iron, gold, tin, copper, stuff like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pop these in here. Our first one, we'll just name it Silky, and I can't spell. Okay. And this one we will call we could just call it Fortune, but that's kind of boring. So we'll call it, what's lucky? Lucky sevens, I guess. And if you've ever played scratch off lottery tickets, you'll know exactly what lucky sevens are. Alright, so with that, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I am actually going to just go ahead and head back to the nether. I'm going to get each of these leveled up one time, and once we get our silky leveled up, we're going to be making I believe it's just called silk cloth, silky cloth. We're going to need quite a bit of string, some gold, and then that'll be making a silky jewel. Luckily, we did get that one emerald out of the meteor that one time. So we're actually going to need 8, 16, 32 string. So I'm going to head to the nether. I'm going to get these both leveled up one time. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a new bow with cobalt. And we will get our silk on there. We're going to go finish mining that spire with our new silk touch, and we'll start progressing down the quests a little bit more as we go. So thanks for watching. See you next time.